Warning, this podcast contains Tad Cooper. Why didn't the thing play all nice and animated? What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for Galavant, finale of season 2. Episode 9, Battle of the Three Armies, and episode 10, The One True King. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, herself, Huffity Puffity.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. I'm warm.
Co-host, really sick Mike.
Hi.
Hi.
Really sick Mike.
How's the lidocaine?
My tongue is numb.
Perfect. And my very happy and energetic host, Rachel.
I am running on nothing. That's probably why I'm happy and energetic right now.
You're running on nothing, and that makes you energetic.
I want to go to bed.
It's that sleepy loopy.
Yeah.
Really, you were quiet until right now. Fuck you, dog.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, finale. What'd you guys think?
Amazing.
I enjoyed it so much.
I loved it.
That was the biggest delayed reaction I've ever heard in my life.
I'm sorry.
I like
so
clap.
out of it.
He probably heard it and then he just
No, I heard it.
was like, maybe
I heard
I'll
it.
say
I'm just
something.
sitting here going.
It had to process in his head.
answer.
He did.
I should answer. I'm gonna answer.
So,
You see the turning.
the episode
He
started
needs a new
out.
hamster.
The episode started out with a lovely recap song to our favorite tune of the original season 1 Galavant.
And now it's stuck in my head.
Yes. Da 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 da. Yeah. See, the dog is even singing
The
along.
dog's barking along.
Yeah. It's like the bouncing ball. It's like a dog. And I just love, like, he ended the thing, and it's just like, yep. So now that the recap song is done, I was like, really, Gareth?
Everyone's clapping.
I'll give him this. The boy can sing.
But the one plot hole that they overlook is that he just sang about Madalena in the dark evil way.
The doo-doo.
The doo-doo. Yet Gareth is still oblivious to the fact that she had it.
Or the fact that there was another army coming full of zombies.
Right?
Like, he just gave you the whole, like, surprise attack away and everything was right there, and you're like, oh no, there's another army.
Yeah, exactly.
The doo-doo. Doo-doo.
Do.
That song.
That's everything was do. I'm just like, really? Someone made a song out of the word do.
That's talent.
That is amazing. That do.
Let me just mention how much I appreciated Wormwood these 2 episodes. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Do.
I mean, everything from the very beginning with, like, Isabella's motivational speech. Like, that was
she switched it.
amazing.
She switched it.
She switched it again.
Let's
they-
not use whisks.
I love the fact that they have like pizza peels and like
Yeah.
ladles and things.
I call them the pizza shovels.
Yeah.
The pizza shovels.
That's basically what they are. They shovel the pizzas into those brick ovens. They're pizza shovels.
That was a deadly weapon.
Yeah, those things. That in the wrong hands, or should I say, in the right hands?
I mean, even the pots and pans. I mean,
They're cast iron.
Yeah, they're cast iron. You can really gonna injure someone with that shit. Like, bam.
I just love she's like riding along, clanking all their kitchen utensils with her sword, and then she like turns around. And she's just like, "We're so screwed."
We're dead.
How I wish Cleo was on this episode, just for that blatant Lord of the Rings reference right there.
Yeah.
I love, I love when Linda's like, they're like, we can go watch it from there. We are king and queen. We don't need to be done.
And he's like, "What the hell?"
Wormwood built this nice skybox for us, whatever, and then we're gonna wait and start the war so we have the right light for the painter.
For the, and Gareth is all like, this was my birthday present. I'm just like, this is my birthday present. You want to know more? And he's just going like throwing a temper tantrum, and then waiting for the right light for the painter.
Yeah.
We're first going on vacation, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that vacation thing." It's like, "God damn it, I hate you."
It's crazy, and then you have all that going on, and then at the same time, Richard is over there giving a motivational speech, and then Galavant's like, "Here, put on this helmet," and he's like, "Wait, we don't do our own stunts?" And I was just like, here we go, fourth wall out the window again.
He pulls out Tad Cooper. If that was ever time to become a Jake. Oh, okay, we can wait. I love Tad Cooper.
And then you get the battle preparations and all that stuff going on, and they sing that song, "It's a Good Day to Die." That song was pretty good, and then I just love it was Isabella's father is just like, but we know we're not going to because there's still one more episode.
But okay, in the middle of this field where there's 3 armies coming, the chef's house.
Oh yeah. Now, where does her house go in the midst of the battle? Because you don't see the house at all.
Oh, yeah, you did one time. They're inside. There are people fighting.
Yeah,
but
when they're in the house, but though, when you're actually watching the actual battle, the house is not there.
Not there. But yeah, it's
like every window, right? So there's 4 walls in this house, and 3 of which have windows. One has a door. And it just so happens every window was facing the way the army was coming from.
And they had the little trapdoor underneath. So, I mean, it's just like...
It went nowhere. It just went you still could see
underneath.
Everything.
You could see their feet. It's like you can look right under their house and see their feet.
I know. It was like, really? That's where you I don't know. Is that where you choose to build your house? Or that's where you're going to choose to have this fight?
Yeah.
Second one,
yeah. And then you have the jester running off in the middle of the things about to start. He's just running over.
He's the jester.
He's like, I'm done with this.
I mean, he's the embodied narrator of this whole series.
He is. So he's got to live.
He can kill him with his jokes because they're that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you have Richard in the middle of the battle calling for a timeout.
Can we have a timeout?
No one is listening. Not that I expect. I actually half expected it, to be honest.
For all of them just to stop and be like, and then he'd be like, okay.
I have to tie my shoe. That's something I expect this show to do. It's just time out and everybody, pull a Saved by the Bell and have Richard just talk into the camera for a second and then be like, time in, and everybody goes back to fighting. I expect the show to do something like that. So I really actually expected it. I don't know. I was surprised that they didn't.
Would have been brilliant.
Yeah.
It would be funny.
But then, in the middle of the battlefield, we had the Richard Gareth mashup, whatever. We had the Isabella Galavant, little parallel going on.
Still yeasty.
Still musty.
Still musty.
I didn't call you a brown cow.
A brown cow fart. That's
Yeah.
And
you had me at brown cow foss.
I was like, he had you at fart? Seriously?
Now, if that's not romance, I don't know what is.
Stop! You had me at fart.
Then the army gets turned on them from the dark, dark, evil way. That song. And then in the middle of that, Madeline is just like, hey, open the door, I want to talk. It's like, Really? Like, what?
I was expecting some kind of trap.
I know, so was I.
But she went to get Gareth.
Of course she did.
Because
She's
she
not
actually
completely
loves
left her.
Gareth.
Yeah, she's actually in love with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
But-
first man in her life, it seems, that she's actually in love with.
Yeah.
And I mean, he gives her, why can't we just go away? We could, just be evil together and stuff. But, she's she's had a taste of the whole.
I've been super powerful. I want more. I'm big.
She's
Yeah.
tasted ultimate power and she wants more. Yeah.
But Gareth won't leave his friend. He won't leave Richard, right? Which was kind of touching. And
I
then
love the flashback.
yeah, well before that, you get the jester going, or we could just end on another huge cliffhanger, and it just cuts. Like
Yeah.
literally as
Yeah.
soon as he says cliffhanger. I was just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Like,
Well played.
Well played.
bravo.
Golf clap.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do it next episode right after. So.
Yeah. So it wasn't as bad. They could have ended last week like that, and I would have been like, and,
All full of rage.
But this one,
Or, like-
we had the second episode came in right away, and it started with a Richard and Gareth kind of like flashback when they were kids, and that's when Richard kind of realizes that he's not a hero, never will be.
I just love the fact. I love little Garrett. He cracks me up. The kid who plays him is amazing.
The two,
Isn't your king
two
great?
kids were amazing.
Yeah, they were both amazing.
Mm.
I love the fact your king. Look, I did no hands. Look, your king did this. Clap. Look, he made a sandcastle.
It's the best thing.
What? What? I'm singing with my inner child. I don't give a damn what you all think. We're about to die.
Oh, but I just love those two kids.
The kids are great, and it's just
Well-
like he had an epiphany. Cheer him.
I was dying. I just loved it. I want more little Garrett.
Yeah. But yeah, like Mike said, when they came out of the song, everybody's just kind of like standing around looking at them, watching, and he's like, "What? I just sang a duet with my inner child. I don't care what any of you think."
Well, it kind of gives you also an insight that when Richard was little, he wanted all to do and be good and do all these good and noble things for his. But that's not what happened.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
hopefully now.
Then, amidst all this, when things look like it can't get any worse, Sid comes through. Comes in with an army made up of the Enchanted Forest, the pirates, the giants, and the dwarves,
With disco music.
with disco
All
music.
under the rainbow flag.
Under the rainbow
Rainbow
flag,
flag.
he did it for health insurance, and he couldn't afford to get the guest stars for the leaders. Because all the
Princess
leaders
Jubilee's
cost too much.
Well, too.
Yeah,
Princess Jubilee, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Yeah,
But yeah.
every single one of the leaders of these clans were guest stars, and he's just like, we couldn't afford it in the budget. It would just, nope, couldn't. I had to laugh.
Richard was like, "Oh, is the pirate
Yeah.
the guy, the captain here?" He's like, "I liked him." Like, no, he couldn't afford it.
No. And then Wormwood is like talking to Madalena and convinces her to pick out, a nice weapon to like accessorize with to like give herself some identity. So Madalena picks out this gold hooky thing for a weapon as she
Spear.
It was called a halberd, but I'm nitpicking.
she called it a gold hooky thing.
Thing.
Yeah. Until Isabella just came over and stole it.
They definitely did not use a stunt double for her. For either of them.
No. It was kind of an impressive battle.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching it.
It was more than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And then while that's going on, we had Gareth and Galavant. They're in like this really bad situation, and that's when King Richard is just like, "Oh, hi, Wormwood," and I'm like, "Oh no, oh no."
Yeah, but of course Richard's gonna win because he has the whatever
Sword.
the hell Hero King sword.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he's going to win.
I couldn't see them killing off Richard.
No,
But
No.
he started off because he wanted to dance,
he wanted to dance.
Yeah, well, yeah.
and then
I'm sorry. Did you actually do you mean dance or fight? Fight, of course. Why? Did you actually want to dance?
No, did you?
No, this is not working at all. Let's start over.
I know, right?
Well,
Do-over.
You are the soon-to-be-dead Wormwood.
Wow, that was much better. Yeah, no, that whole scene was great. And then he's just like, any last words? Rich is like, just 4. I have a dragon.
Tad Cooper!
I was like, no.
And then he flipped
Killed
Tad Cooper.
Tad
Oh
Cooper.
my god! He threw Tad Cooper.
I thought Tad was done. I thought he was done.
So did Richard.
He did.
That's what made him
Richard's
go,
like,
He
you
snapped.
killed my dragon. Fuck
you
you!
killed one dragon, but you woken another.
Yeah, no, he
As
snapped.
As Wormwood is trying to pull the sword from the stone. It's like, dude, it's not happening. You have an angry guy coming after you, and you're still trying to pull that stupid sword. Not happening.
Yeah, Richard just snaps the wand in half, which breaks a spell, and then pushes Wormwood like off the cliff, kills him. Then we find out very shortly after Ted Cooper's actually not really dead.
No.
And yeah, we get Madalena leaving Gareth once again for more power.
Poof.
We had the lovely real life happily ever after song.
Oh my god. Princess,
Okay.
is it? I love it.
I love
I gotta say it. Mr. Would you be willing to be Mrs. Gary Galavant?
Gary Galavant.
Gary? Is that short for something?
See, didn't we talk about this too in the episode when we met Galavant's father? And we were like, that means that's not Galavant's first name. Like, what is his first name? We were
we
like,
did talk about that. Yeah, I remember that. We
We
were
were
trying to figure
wondering.
out what his first name was. I think we were naming random names too.
mm-hmm.
All right.
Probably are.
One of my favorite scenes is when Richard had the sword and he goes, "Hey, watch this!" He sticks it in.
Watch this.
Oh, yeah, at the very
He
end.
sticks it in rocks and pulls it out again.
Oh,
Oh.
and every time he like puts it back in the ear. Oh,
And Gavin's just like, that is really cool. I mean, the way that it was like, like your best friend showed you something and you're just in there. That's cool, man.
To me,
That's
it was very
what-
reminiscent of, I think it was Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura. Like, what was that one where he was, like, making that sound? He was just, like, doing the screaming whenever he, like, pointed... the door. It was the door. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the door thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very reminiscent to that scene in Ace Ventura for me. So, I absolutely loved it.
I'm gonna have people asking what the fuck is going on.
Which song was it? I don't remember. It was like the intro song, though. It kind of made, for the first time, like during the entire, the season, it actually finally focused on Richard as kind of being the focus of the season than Galavant was.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh look, they finally, said it.
Yep. But I love we get Princess Isabella's full name again. Princess Isabella Maria Lucia Elisabetta of Valencia. I just love that Sid is like, Elisabetta. Like, he had to help him out with that.
He's like, oh yeah.
And absolutely love, right after they get through discussing this, Wormwood just pops up from the dead and he's like, wedding advice, and then falls over
Book your
dead
venue
again.
now. It's the busy season.
I was like,
I do like
kidding
that. I
me?
love his little henchman now became an actual wedding
yeah.
Yeah.
coordinator, which was so cool.
Yep. Which ended up being Weird Al. Once I think I called this last week, didn't I? I go, Weird Al's gonna marry them.
I think you
Someone
something
did. It
along the
happened.
lines
I
of
don't
that.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of that.
I was like, he's gonna be the one that marries them.
I was still hoping for ninja monks. Come on, that would have
Yeah.
been amazing.
Oh, it would have been. It was great. But I think what was sweet was you had Richard go to the docks where Bobby's about to board to the Isle of Spinster.
I love the
Like,
fact they
with
get cats and
cat-
chocolate. They get cats and chocolate on their to go to the
Here's a
me.
complimentary
my
cat and
God!
chocolate.
I just died when they did that. Here's your ticket. Here's your cat. And here's your chocolate.
And I love how all the ladies were like, "Oh," and then they started to get pissed off.
Well, I love Richard rushing there. Not only gets a speeding ticket, right? He gets there, and the first thing out of his mouth is "Put down that cat." It's like, are you kidding me? It was so good. And then you have Gareth, who's like, Sid, we're gonna go on an adventure. We're gonna go save Madalena from
And then he's like,
herself.
I get a line, and then they cut his line out.
Yeah, but he goes from herself. But yeah, Sid finally getting a line was awesome. Absolutely loved that. And he's just like, I got a line, and then they just cut in the middle of it. Yeah, it was great.
I mean, how much was like Princess Isabella's wedding dress was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, their costume that I was like, I want that.
What?
The costumes in these are unreal.
They have amazing costume design.
So they leave us on a bit of a cliffhanger now, right? We see Madalena going to the Dell, right? I don't remember. What did Dell stand for?
Dark Evil Lord.
Dark Evil Lord. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
He's also a fashionista.
Yeah.
Right. Which would make her the most powerful force in the Seven Realms. So that's quite a cliffhanger.
I want to know who this is because it has to be someone amazing if they like want them to accessorize. So,
Right, no, but that's if they get renewed for a third season. That's a big if.
Yeah, we're still.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Big if. This show barely got renewed for season 2.
Yep.
So, everywhere that I've been looking does not show good ratings, which is really unfortunate because this is one of the funniest, most intelligent shows that I've seen in a really, really long time.
People aren't. I mean,
And that's the thing that got you, Dom. Intelligent.
people aren't. They're like, oh, it's a musical. I'm not gonna watch it. I mean, it's like it's more than that.
Well, see, I was over my my cousins when this show actually aired live, and we watched a good first half of it before it was time to do like birthday cake and stuff like that. And my cousins who had never seen another episode, they're like one's 16, the others. So I had three of my cousins were 16, 15, and 14. They were, and they were sitting there watching, and they saw the opening musical number. They saw the speech with Isabella, and all the way up to the first commercial break. Basically, is what we saw, and they were cracking up so bad. They were laughing so hard, and I was like, they haven't even seen the best parts of the show. Like, can you imagine what their reaction would have been like for Galavant calling Isabella a brown cow?
They would have died.
Cow part. Yeah.
Like,
They would have died. But see, nowadays it's like kids don't sit down and watch shows like that anymore. They're on the computer. They have their phones in front of their faces. They have,
well, that's true to a degree.
It's a musical. Musicals are lame. Don't you understand that?
Granted, one of my cousins, my
daughter loves musicals.
My cousin Sarah, she wanted to watch Grease live, and we're just like, nope. Absolutely not. So she like DVR'd it, and we watched some other stuff instead.
I heard it sucked.
I actually heard the opposite. I heard it was fantastic.
See, I heard it was the worst thing ever.
The problem is apparently they changed some words and they did some other shit, and people were all
and they cut out some songs and
they like lip synced the whole thing too. That's not what I was trying to do. Yeah, I don't know. One of my friends was complaining. They're like, Grease Live sucks. They put, and then everybody under the thing was like, turned it off as fast as I could. It's horrible. Nothing is ever good as the original. Didn't make it to the first song. Thank God. I thought I was the only one that thought it was awful. It's horrible. It's lip synced. I've seen better acting in high school. So I don't know. Everybody that I know that saw it was just like, this is the worst thing ever.
We opted for Straight Outta Compton.
I
Okay.
saw that.
Good choice. That was the response. Good choice. So, yeah, I don't know. Galavant, I think, was definitely the better way to go in that.
It's
that
underrated,
regard.
and people need to know about the show, and they need to give it.
Yeah.
They need to watch it. They need to just sit down and watch it without any preconceived notion, saying think it's going to be horrible because it's a quote unquote musical.
See, the other problem
And
with
it's not
this,
really. There's maybe one or two music.
well, the problem with the show is it falls in a really weird time, like when we have like the Golden Globe, all this stuff going on. It's like Super Bowl's coming up, and like people are not focused on it, and it's really hard time for ratings, and it's ballsy to put a show on like in that time period anyway. Especially a new show like that, and a musical comedy on top of it, which is not really a popular genre. So for the show to get even the 1 million ratings and whatever that it's gotten, is still really, really good. But I feel like this show does not even belong where it is at all. I'm sorry, but I don't think the show should be on ABC. I think this should be a Hulu or Netflix exclusive show. I think that is the format that would really do it well.
Netflix, yeah, would be good. Then people can binge on it.
Yeah. This show just screams like a streaming show to me. It's in the half-hour format. It's nice and short,
Mm-hmm.
Granted, yeah, they air in pairs, but you could watch one at a time. You don't have to watch both in, one sitting.
Correct.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's more of a streaming show.
I hope they get picked up.
I mean, even if ABC doesn't renew it, like I really want to see the show go on Netflix or something. Like Netflix is known to do stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
and this would be the show to do it.
Yeah.
They picked up what was it? Oh gosh, they picked up a couple shows that were canceled on TV.
Yeah, like Firefly, right?
No, God.
Oh.
If only Netflix existed then.
Sorry, I had to stir the pot a little. I got everybody really sad all at once.
Netflix would have picked it up so quick, it would have been funny.
It would, yeah.
Oh, I know, definitely.
If Netflix was big back when like Stargate Universe was about to get canceled, I think they would have picked that up too. So, but yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed this season way more than I enjoyed season 1. They stepped their game up. The humor was a lot more intense. They broke the fourth wall like more times than I could even count.
They went all Deadpool with it.
Yeah, the musical numbers were great. Not having that song all over the place helped a bit, even though I missed it, but it paid off because we got it again in the end. So it actually made me appreciate it more. And, even Kim was like, hey, it's stuck in my head now.
Yeah.
So it worked. They did their job.
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
My dog was whining.
So I'm going to ask you guys real quick. What was your favorite song this entire season?
Entire season?
Entire season.
Oh my God.
Because I know last season mine was the Secret song. Secret Mission, whatever. That was my favorite song, like, last season. Hands down. Like, there was no song that was better for me.
I don't know if there's like a favorite song, but there's one I enjoyed the most was when Gareth sang the song with the bird. I enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
I gotta go with that was
I
pretty good.
enjoyed that one so much. And I don't even know why. I just did.
Mine is the best worst kiss. Like, I absolutely just love that song.
That and the Do song.
The do. That's Kim's favorite song.
The dude.
I like that one. No, I know there's a few that I really like. That one was a good one. What was the one in the gay bar, the Enchanted Forest.
Oh, yeah,
God,
yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
that's a good one.
Take off your shirt or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was catchy. That was a catchy song too.
I feel like the Grease parody song that they did last week would have fit better this week, knowing that Grease Live was airing this week. It would have
that's true,
would have
yeah.
made that even better.
Yeah.
So, for all we know, maybe Grease Live was supposed to air that week and something happened and, you know, they scheduled it wrong or something. It happens. Stuff changes in post like that all the time. So, but yeah,
fingers crossed.
What do you guys want to see for next season?
I want to see more of Tad Cooper.
Because he's a dragon now.
Tad Cooper's a motherfucking dragon.
As soon as he's leading the sheep out, I'm like, no. Of course.
Well, I love Bobby's like, you know how he gets when you don't feed him.
Yep. As soon as she said that, I was like, he's a motherfucking dragon.
And from the moment they introduced him, I'm like, this bearded dragon is going to turn out to be an actual dragon.
Mm-hmm.
It's
not an iguana.
Richard's face. I have a dragon.
Yes.
It was great.
Oh, I thought Jurassic Park, as soon as I saw him like tie the coat to the little in there.
Yeah, I know. I would love to see Tad Cooper and Del with the turkey.
All right, final question before we end this. I want everybody to give me your dream guest star for next season. If you can have any guest star for next season, who do you want? We'll start with Mike.
Oh.
The most indecisive of the group. Put him on the spot. You can see it.
Damn, the one I thought of is dead. Shit. Still living.
Still living.
It could be Morgan Freeman. It could be anybody.
I'm trying to think of someone who could sing.
That was my thing too. I was like, okay, so I got someone who could sing.
Did you get someone, Kim? No, she's Googling. Rachel, do you have someone?
I can't remember his name.
Who...
Get Patrick Stewart.
Oh, God.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Nathan Lane. What if Nathan Lane...
I love that.
Oh, the Del. What if he was Del? Oh, God, that would be amazing. Yes, Nathan Lane. Come on.
Beautiful.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Kim, you got one?
No.
I'm gonna say mine, and you better not. You can't steal it. You can't be like, oh yeah, that's mine. I want the Dell to be Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, I thought
that'd be good too.
That would be amazing.
See, my original one was Sir Christopher Lee, and then I was like, shit, he's dead.
He dead.
I don't know how this show has not approached Neil Patrick Harris yet. I don't. This show feels like it would be right up his alley.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Especially if the Dell is like a magician. Like, we know how much Neil Patrick Harris loves magic. You know?
Well, that's why I went with Nathan Lane, because he's a musical, and he would totally fit.
If you get Neil Patrick Harris, you have to get the other Nathan Fillion.
Another person I'm surprised they haven't had on the show.
Who?
I was also thinking Billy Crystal.
All right, I got one for you, Kim. Kim, you can steal this one. Hugh Jackman.
You know what? I was just thinking that just now, because I was like, I'm thinking, singing, and I'm like, okay.
Hugh Jackman can sing. He can.
Yes, he can.
And he feels like he would be great for this show as well. So, for me, must have Neil Patrick Harris. It's got to be. So.
I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking. I don't know if like Gerard Butler's just junk in my head, because I was thinking, Phantom of the Opera.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that would be awesome. All right, so I think it's unanimous. All of us want season 3, and we want it now. So hopefully, we will see you guys next year for season 3.
So I hope.
Cross your fingers.
Keep those fingers crossed. Until then, Kim, where can the people find you?
They can find me on the Twitters at HUFFITY,
Excellent. Mike, where can the people find you?
On the Twitter at Thilladren, THILLADREN. My tongue is no longer numb.
Excellent.
And on that note, neither is my throat, so ow.
Rachel, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Twitter at Savannah17 and on Twitch at Savannah.
Excellent. You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Do.
Thank you. You can find us all on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter. Oh, I think I'm catching your cold, Mike. And right here on YouTube at /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows.
That was like the saddest, but
I'm trying to figure out when I can take another one of these.
Now.
just take it.
Until next time.
Do.
They need
But she took the wand and she's like,
they need to just change the show to Richard, King Richard, for next season.
Tad Cooper.